Hey, I think we're live, finally. Sorry about getting in late. I'm still having trouble with YouTube and OBS Studio going together. So we're in live chat, I think. It's hard to tell until somebody comes in. So I'm going to run the intro anyway. Well, good morning to whoever's in here, which I'm not exactly sure who's here yet. It says 0, but who knows. Let me get over to YouTube, and looks like I'm live there. Got an excellent connection. That's a plus. And we'll see if I can bring up my live now. Yep, guess we're live. It's hard to tell sometimes. Let me get it cranked up over here. Shut that down. Yep, looks like we're here. All right, let me get back over to OBS. And it says we have 3 in here. Hello all. So how's your Thursday morning going? It's overcast here, and possibly some rain. I'm going to bring up the radar here on my side over here. See if I guess we do have a little bit of rain, don't we? Let me come back over here and show you guys. I've got a live radar up. Yeah, I think we've got a little rain coming. Got a little bit of thunderstorms right here in the red. It's coming right at us because I'm right here. So I guess we're going to have a little rain today. So if I go offline, it's because we've lost the net. And we got down to 1. Okay. Thought we might start off with some Arizona skies here. This must be Norris that's in here today. He's always in here in the background. So Thursdays are going to be slow, I think. And HD's over here sleeping. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, I'll start off with some fireworks. It's not 4th of July yet, but that's okay. Who cares? Fireworks are always nice. So let's see, we've got, it says 3 in the house. Let me go over here to YouTube and check out what's going on over there. Just 3 minutes. 0 thumbs up for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. I'm over on OBS today. I normally use StreamYard, but been having troubles with StreamYard. Meant to be RVing. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for stopping in. And I've been kind of rushed this morning. I haven't had a chance to get anything coherent put together, picture-wise. I got a lot of random pictures and stuff, like the picture you're seeing here, which is in Parker, Arizona. in the evening. Oh, was that in the morning? I can't remember. So HD's over here sleeping. Grunt is in the other room, just ate, so he's probably going to be sleeping shortly. So it'll be nice and quiet. So what's going on with you guys? Anything in particular? Any trips coming up? My next major trip is in October, going out to Arizona. Hey, Justin and Christina, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. I'm using OBS today, so I can't bring anybody up on panel. Yeah, we're going to be getting some rain here. This is a live shot here coming up. And again, I'm right here, so those thunderstorms are heading right at me. So if I go offline, you guys will be the first to know after me. South Carolina, okay? Yeah, I'm still waiting to get on the share the air schedule. I don't think I'm on there yet, but my schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m., Wednesdays at 2 p.m., and of course 7 p.m. on Wednesday night, my normal slot for me, where most of my regulars know where I'm at. So Justin or Christina, whoever's online, that baby's getting big in just 2 months. Saw him in the pool with you. Well, that's not bad. 66 degrees, I can deal with that. It's the 30s I can't deal with, or the hundreds I can't deal with. That's why I follow the sun and the temperature. My first trip in October is going to be to Upper Georgia for the Jamie's van build. He's got 50 acres out there. I'm not sure if it's his, but he's calling it his home base, so I'm not sure. And it's wooded right now, so I'm hoping they're going to be doing some clearing out, where it's going to be tough to get 400 or 500 RVs in there. Last year it was in Parker, Arizona, in the desert. So I can't wait to get out there, hopefully be a sponsor and do some vinyl graphics and t-shirts and things like that. Let me get back over here and get back to our first picture. I'm slowly figuring this OBS out. I'm still having trouble right in the beginning trying to link it up with YouTube Studio. Wow, he's going to be a big boy. He's going to be a linebacker at that size. Yeah, my grandson Dylan, he's I think right at a year now, and he's a big boy too, where his sister is 3 years old and she's very petite. So today is just going to be an hour. I don't have a lot to show, but got a few things to show. No videos today because I was running late. Yeah, this is the screen I set up so far. I've got above my head YouTube channels scrolling through. I can do splash screens, fireworks for the 4th of July. Can do a quick roll call. But you have to be the director, the cameraman, the guy talking on the camera. You have to do all that. But the good thing about it, I can go in the background here, which if you watch you can see my my cursor, which is a plus sign right now, I can go back in here and make changes while being on this page. You can't see me doing the work in the background, which is kind of nice. It's tougher to set up than StreamYard, but you can do a whole lot more with it. So I'm still learning stuff. You even have a tip jar here. I don't even know if a tip link is anywhere around, but it's there. HD is his MD is getting a little worse. He's starting to fall over a little bit more. So and how tall are you, Justin? 6? I'm 5'10". And I figured out how to do the green screen and get rid of the background finally in OBS. And that was a problem I was having with StreamYard. Every time I tried to share a screen in Google, it would shut down Google. I reinstalled Google, I cleaned out caches, I cleaned out cookies. It worked for a while and then it wouldn't work. People are getting it to work right now. So I went to Firefox. Firefox let me share screens, but didn't recognize green screens. Correct, in the form of tips and things like that. Oh, 5'9", well, I'm 5'10", so he'll be close to 6 feet then. Yeah, he'd make a good linebacker. Let me pull up another picture from Parker, Arizona. There we go. That was one of the rainbows. This is just outside Lake Havasu in they call the gravel pit. It's nice and flat gravel. And the rain had just come through, and you can see it's still kind of foggy in the background here. We've got 5 in the house. Let's see. Come over here. And we've got 1 thumbs up. All right, everybody. Somebody's slacking over there. Please hit that thumbs up button for me. That the thumbs up button, the thumbs ups are actually very helpful in live streams. Let's see, what have I got up here now? Okay, let me get thumbs up there. Take that one off. There we go. Yeah, and that's his bike. He's got a, what is it, a KMT or a KML? I don't know, dirt bike. And the horseshoe pit is over there. We played horseshoes while we were there. Then a friend of mine is in this van over here, and then there's some more over here. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. And my phone, for some reason, is going off like crazy. I don't know why. It started doing that stuff lately. No telling. I have a lot of stuff on. A lot of stuff on Marketplace. Oh, I've been getting a lot of stuff in from Amazon and other places for the bus. I'm getting ready to. Let me get over here. Oops, wrong one. I'm getting ready to redo my solar. This is a solar layout. I have one 120 watt, 20 amp suitcase that I used last year and one battery. And that did pretty well for me. But now by doubling up, I've got 220 watts. I'm getting 2 battle-born batteries, which will quadruple my amp hours. This is a isolator for the alternator, in case the batteries start drawing too much from the alternator, to keep it from burning out. And then I need a 2,000 watt amp inverter to run my t-shirt machine, which is 1,600 watts, which I've got to check the amps on it anyway to be sure on that. And I've got fuses coming in tomorrow. I've got, let's see, I've got my gauge 8, some of my gauge 8 wire that's in. I've got, let's see, what else have I got here? I've got my solar wires, which is 10 gauge with the MC4 connectors right here. And then since I have two solar panels, I have to use an MC4 2-into-1 to connect the panels to the controller. And I've got a Victron MP130 30 amp controller that's gonna go up in my electrical bay. There's a few things I've gotten in so far. I also got a carbon monoxide detector, which I haven't had in there, so I'm going to put one of these in there. So it's getting there slowly but surely. I'm just about finished the condo. I've got lots of little things to do. A couple lights to put up, paint touch up, a couple other little things. And that's done. Then I'm going to get back on the bus. I've got a list of things I've got to do within the next 3 weeks, because I'm heading to Annapolis, Maryland to visit the grandbabies for a week, and then back here, then get the rest of the list done, and then head to Georgia for the van build in October, and then out to Parker, Arizona for Dome Rock Boondocking Festival, and then the RTR, and then what is it, the Ladies Cave or something. I'm not sure what the other 3 or 4 are. Schoolie Palooza, I'll be going to that. And I'll be out there, and I'll be back here in Wilmington in March to replant my gardens out. And hopefully make some money for next year. Let's see, we've got 4 in the house. Let's see if Justin threatening these people to hit the thumbs up button is working. Nope, not yet. Oh well, we'll get some more thumbs up here soon. Let's see, I'm trying to get back. The hardest part is flipping between screens and stuff, because when I go over to YouTube in my browser, then I have to get back here, and sometimes you forget you haven't got back here yet. Let's see, what else have we got up here? This is in Quartzsite, Arizona, which is about 35-40 miles west of Parker, towards the California border. It's about 35-40 miles from the California border. And Blythe, California is the closest city. And I drove to Blythe, and I pulled into town, and all I saw was all these, urgent care Red Crosses, on every corner, sometimes 2 or 3 on a corner. The big Red Crosses for the emergency care. So when I got in there, I thought, well, geez, there's an awful lot of emergency rooms. And so I pulled up to one, started reading. They're all pot dispensaries. 2, 3 on every corner. So I went a little further into town to pick up some drinking water. And there's a drinking water dispensary, every couple blocks. It's 25 cents a gallon, or $1 for 5 gallons. I couldn't believe how many dispensaries there were there. Didn't stay long. Just drove around town, looked around. It was a tiny town. Then came back to dome rock. So we still got 4 in the house. I'm hoping I get on that schedule pretty soon. I don't think I've been written in yet. Share the air schedule for the RVers. Quartzsite is a very tiny town. Make sure you've got good tires because the rocks are sharp. Yeah, I brought HD last year, and he loved it. You know, every time I stopped someplace and opened the doors, he had a new front yard. Well, in January, I'll be out there somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. Are you going to the RTR? I'm not sure when that is. I don't think Bob said when it's going to be yet. Last year's RTR I didn't get to. I had to come back early due to in-law problems in Texas, so I didn't get to go to it. But from what I heard, it was stretched out over Quartzsite and Parker, and it was hard to get to, and so hopefully it'll be different this year. I missed the one the year before because I was still building the shuttle and wasn't ready to go. Are you taking a toad with you, or just your... Let's see, you have the van, right? I can't remember. It's terrible getting old. Oh, and there's my 1988 Harley Softail Custom. It's 32 years old. I don't take it out to Arizona because of the sharp rocks and the dust. Oh, dust. Be sure you got plenty of things to wipe dust with because it's very dusty out there. And you'll have rainstorms come out of nowhere, so be prepared for that. I took some Reflectix. Since I only had one battery last year, I couldn't run a whole lot for very long, but I have a little 2,000 watt generator that I bought used. It's a Harbor Freight model, and it's been nothing but good for me. But I took some Reflectix and made a doghouse over it and put a bungee cord on it when it was raining. Worked like a champ. Because I don't have an awning or anything on my shuttle, because I'm always running max weight, because I've got all my equipment in there and all my supplies. Let's switch over to here. See, now I can go in the background and really can't see what I'm doing up here on the second monitor, which is nice. Yeah, great. Then I'll get to meet a few of the people I haven't met yet. Now I didn't meet Roy and Becky. They went out last year, and I missed them by a couple weeks because I had to come back to Texas and take care of some problems. And then I came back here to Wilmington. But this year I'm staying all the way out until March, so I'll be able to meet a lot of my subscribers and vice versa. Oh, this is a couple years ago, the Toys for Tot run here in Wilmington. This was just a couple of the bikes, and there was probably about 400, 500 bikes for the Toys for Tot. And that's my Harley right here in the front. And you see, everybody has got windshields, but me. I like to feel the wind. I'm old school. Let's see, there should be another one here. Yeah, this is Coastal Carolina Harley Davidson. So I'm right here. And everybody's got those big couches that they ride on. Either Quartzsite or Tampa. Well, there's about 2,500 mile difference there. So that'd be rough to get out to Quartzsite and all of a sudden find it's out it's in Tampa and you got to drive all the way back. You can do it in 3 days. I just don't. I went from here to Texas to Parker, Arizona in 4 days because I stopped in Texas. And this time it's going to take me about 2 weeks because I'm going to be doing some travel vlogs on the way to get some content up. I'm getting ready to do a video here in Wilmington down to beaches. We've got 3 beaches: Wrightsville Beach, Carolina Beach, and Curry Beach. Wrightsville Beach is the upper crust beach, upper class beach. All the really, really, really rich people live there. Carolina Beach is the party beach. You go down there to party. And Curry Beach is a laid back beach. And then of course we have some historical history, Civil War history here, which I'll be doing a video on that before I get out of here. So I've got a lot to do. Let's see. This is back when I had my motorcycle shop. I had a custom bike shop, way back when. Here I am striping up a tank for flames. And you can see a bike up there behind me up on the lift, doing some repair on that. That was a lot of fun. Boy, that picture's tiny. I didn't realize it was so tiny. And then I think this one's kind of a spooky picture. Yeah, Key West is a long way down there, and Baja's a long way. Yeah. Well, you're only 35, 40 miles from California. So, you know, might as well zip over to California and see how the weird people live. This is a picture that I froze off the TV series Under the Dome. I was an extra for that. I was an extra for Sleepy Hollow. I was in Eastbound and Down. I was in the movie Tammy as an extra. So you might get 1 or 2 seconds on screen. So you can see my goatee. And this night was extremely, extremely cold. But I was in a pea coat, a toboggan. I had my Harley boots on. So I was nice and warm, but some people were in next to nothing. And they were freezing. The coldest was over in Sleepy Hollow, across the river. It was 22 degrees. And I had on long johns and a t-shirt because we were at a carnival scene where the demon came through. And I was freezing my butt off. Between takes, everybody would huddle around the propane tanks with the heaters on them because it was cold. Does it? Yeah, this is Purgatory. Purgatory on Under the Dome. Oh, was this Under the Dome? No, Sleepy Hollow. I'm sorry, Sleepy Hollow. This is Sleepy Hollow in Purgatory. Yeah, I get them mixed up. Made a few friends there, and they just caught me walking for about 2 seconds. And that's all you get when you're an extra. Not much. It's like the army. Hurry up and wait. I probably sat for 3 or 4 hours. Had breakfast, had lunch, and this scene probably took about 30 minutes, and sat back down until about 6 p.m. and they were done for the day and went home. Yeah, there were some spooky scenes in there. Let's see, I don't know what's up next. I don't even know where I'm at here. I've only got an hour today, so I mean, let's see, we've been on for 31 minutes. I don't know if anybody's ever looked at OBS, but there's a lot on the screen here for me to look at. I've got activity feeds up on the left. I've got my preview screen, my online screen. chat on the right, and I've got a box for scenes. I've got about 15, 20 scenes in there, and I've got about 20 sources. And then you've got your audio box, then you get your scene transitions box, and then you've got your controls box. Then at the bottom, it gives you your CPU usage, which is, I'm at 10%, which is not bad, 10-12%. And I've got a green box down here, let me know if I'm dropping any frames, which I'm not. What else we got? And then it's got some other information down there. So there's a lot to look at, and it takes a while to get used to it. Let's see. Oh, this is an interesting shot. Justin, it is. It's complicated until you get used to it, and then it becomes easier unless you've got a bad memory from where you put things and what's under a source. Because everything you see on the screen is a source. This is a slideshow, and the lettering is just typed in. You can type lettering directly to the screen. This is a source. This is a window capture source. This is just lettering. This is a JPEG capture source. And this is a widget for capturing a number of people in the stream. And you have to put all this together and make it look halfway decent. So I'm slowly learning how to make these screens and how to switch between them. Like right now, I'm going to switch. I have a main screen, main camera, and I have a static screen, main camera. So what you're seeing now is a static screen, mainstream main camera, which means you can't see what I'm doing up on the background where the tabs are in the second monitor. So now I'm going to switch to the mainstream main camera, and now you see HD is up there. This is my shepherd visor. He always watches what I'm doing. Who's taking a break here? That's my old 25-foot toy hauler fifth wheel camper that I had, that I sold before I got the shuttle. And that bed folds out into that couch folds out into a bed. Then I had a queen size bed up front. Yeah, it's like anything else. It has a learning curve, Justin. You got to get that learning curve. So now I'm going to go back to the static window. So now you don't see me switching screens up here, which doesn't really matter, but I'm going to have probably 4 or 5 different static pictures to go in there. You know, that's just adding more sources and more scenes. But the good thing about it is you can copy, like a scene, you can copy it and then modify that second one the way you want it, copy that and modify it. And then you also want to keep this one, because you can have different scene collections. Like my silent stream, all I do is go up to scene collections and pull that up, and I can run the silent screen. Well, that button doesn't work. I don't know. I haven't figured out how to make that work yet. Oh, you mean up here in this static screen? Yeah, it's just I haven't figured out how to make those buttons work yet. I'm working on it. Yeah, I can take that off in this particular one. Let me see. I'm in the, I have to think which screen I'm in. So I can just go right down and take off the subscribe script, and it's gone. Yeah, I'm going to try to figure out how to do an overlay to make those work. But with on top of everything else I'm doing, it might be a while before I figure it out. See, now every time I come back to the static screen, that will be gone. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't know if you know, but I dabble in photography, and mostly product photography. Done that for a couple years, 2 or 3 years. And this is just some shots that I took while I was out and about. I think I have another one here. This was in Pennsylvania. And if you notice down there it says Anthony Real Photography. Well, that's actually me. I was adopted, and my birth name was Anthony Earl Real. So I figured Real Photography would be a good name if I wanted to go into photography. And I think we got something else here. Now this is Curry Beach here in Wilmington. I like this because of the fence. And I actually did a canvas of this, which came out really nice. And I think I have another one here. That's a blue heron. It took me 15 minutes to sneak up on him. He was about 300 or 400 feet up the river. So I slowly snuck between trees till I could get close enough to get a decent picture. I had a 150 millimeter lens. I tried to go one more tree to get even closer, but he took off. And I have a Nikon camera that I can use for photography or video. What have we got here? This is also Curry Beach. It's actually across from Fort Fisher, which is a Civil War fort. And they have, you see all the rocks here, it's a breakwater. And these are sea oats, and there's major storms out in the ocean there. So that's another one of my photographs. Let me get back over here because I don't know what's next. Oh, still more stuff. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I got 4 more, which is not bad. Thanks, Justin. Let me see if anybody of the 6 people we have in here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. See if you can tell me what flower this is. Anybody have a guess to what flower this might be? It doesn't look really sharp on my monitor, but I know it's good and sharp because I zoom in on these little things in here and they're super sharp. Anybody want to hazard a guess on what flower this is? I'll give you a hint. Look right in the middle of the flowers. No guesses? I keep forgetting. That's well, I shouldn't say it's a flower, it's a fruit. I should say it's a fruit. It's a flower, but it's a fruit flower. If you look right here in the middle, that should give it away. Close, not strawberries, black raspberries. I used to grow about 30 bushes, and I'd get anywhere from 60 to 80 pounds of blackberries a year, and I'd sell them. Okay, let's see. So that's a black raspberry, and these were thornless, which was nice. Not like the wild ones. Yep, blackberry. Now this are daisies, but what you can't see because of the composition of the shot is that they're in a pot and they're sitting on a brick entrance to the house. Oop, I missed that, Justin. I wasn't looking down there. You can see the brick right here. It's on the corner of the brick entranceway. But if you look at it real quick, you would think it was just out in a yard somewhere. So it's all about composition. Let's see, I think we got another one. Now here's one. I don't know what the flower name is. I took this with a 200 millimeter telephoto lens, and that blurred out the background. So I was quite a ways away from it, and I did not see the hummingbird when I took the picture. It was only when I got it up on the screen that I saw the hummingbird. It's right here. So that was just a lucky capture. Oh, heck, we got 20 minutes left yet. Wow. So last one. And I kind of like these because it had sun here, but no sun on these two. I have tons of photographs, but even ones that are product photography type. Let me go find one of those, since I didn't put any product photography up. There we go. I'll just find a quick one to put up here. See, while you're looking at this screen, I'm in the background on my other monitor trying to find that, which is somewhere in this place. In my, I have 4 hard drives, 3 external hard drives, and 1 in the laptop, and I use those 3 as backup because this is my work computer. I have all my work files on it and everything else. I can't afford to lose them. I have probably 50,000-60,000 files, and I don't know how many pictures. Too many, probably. Let's see. I have no idea where I put those, but they're up here somewhere. I'm just looking down through my folders on my D drive because everything's there. Who knows? I'll find it eventually. Let's see, we've got 4 in the house. It's been fluctuating between 4 and 6. They come in, they go out, which is fine. Again, I'm hoping to get penciled in on the share the air schedule. I'll probably get some more people. And forgot who's coming up next. I don't know. I think Roy and Becky's next, if I remember right. I've got the schedule in here. Let's see. I've got that somewhere too. Gee, I can't find anything today. I was running late this morning, so I didn't get things organized like I normally do. Well, the rain is getting closer. Got some thunderstorms in here, which is headed straight for me here. But there's a river, the coastal waterway comes up through here, and a lot of times these storms will just die at the river, which is weird. Daydream About Nice Things is next, yeah. If you guys are still here, we'll jump over there as a small raid. Roy and Becky raided me Wednesday morning. I think it was Wednesday morning. Or Wednesday afternoon, which was nice. Got up to about 16 or 17 people, which was kind of nice. I got about 20 watch hours off that stream. So I couldn't imagine what I would do if I had 30 people in here. I'd go crazy probably. I'm eventually going to have some giveaways, but I'll be giving away custom license plates, custom vinyl graphics, of course, channel stickers. Once I get the ceiling in my shuttle bus and all the stickers I've been getting, I got them from Justin and a bunch of other people, they're going to go on the ceiling because I have no place else to put them, really. But that'll make you look up. because with my hat on, I just barely rub the ceiling, just barely touch it. So that's why I didn't raise the floor like a lot of other people did. All right, let's go back over here. Let's go back to something nice looking here. There we go. So we've got 15 minutes left. And I'm going to come back over here just so I can go back here and see if I can find a couple of the things to put up here. Oh, I never, like I said, I was running behind. Oh, here's something that's kind of interesting. When I was going down through Houston, Texas.
And now the after.
Whoops. I was going through Houston, Texas in a rainstorm, thunderstorm. And people are crazy. I'll get back over and just show you that. This is Houston, Texas in a rainstorm.
And now the after. The storm backup because of the idiots that didn't slow down much. There's probably an accident up here somewhere. I mean, Houston, I don't know what time it is right at the moment, but we're backed up for miles by the looks. And I heard sirens. I haven't seen them yet because I don't know how they're going to get through all this traffic. Update in a few.
That was in my little 2000 Chevy S10 beater truck. I just bought it up here in Wilmington and was heading to POC, Texas. That's a good idea, scrapbook. Yeah, it's supposed to rain here today and maybe a little bit this weekend. But I'm waiting for about 3 days of nice weather so I can sand my roof, the fiberglass roof on the shuttle, and paint it. I haven't painted it yet. If you haven't watched the video, She's a Dirty Girl. When I bought the shuttle, standing on the ground, the sides of the roof were clean, and the sides were clean. But when I got up to check the roof was black. I don't think anybody's washed that roof since 2007. So I got some awesome, it's called Awesome Cleaner at the dollar store. I asked around and people said that was one of the best cleaners they ever found. It was like $3 or $3.95 for a gallon. And I got some of that and it did a heck of a job. Let me see if I can find that, since I've got a few more minutes to go. And I think I have it under OBS, under one of the slideshows, I think. Jeez. Like I said, I didn't get very organized today because I was running late this morning. Yeah, that's probably going to be a pretty big scrapbook there, with as many channels as there are out there. Yeah, I'm still looking. I have no idea where it is. When you have so many files or folders, it's hard to remember where everything is. It's around somewhere. Yeah, well, if it's too hot for you, let me show you something that might cool you down. This is in the old house. Yeah, you were saying that yesterday. Yeah, that X-liner is some tough stuff. I'd use it on mine, but it's heavy. It's pretty heavy stuff, and I'm always running at the max. What you're seeing up here is a rain chain. It has loops of brass in there, as you can see that. And we had a freezing rain. And as the water came down, it just started to freeze and made this, which was kind of cool. I think it was like 18 degrees or 20 degrees that day, which is unusual for this area. But I had a 12 by 33 foot greenhouse that I used a propane heater, a wall heater, and I was growing 2-pound tomatoes in the middle of January. And all the aquaponics and the wicking beds went along with the house, so I don't have those anymore. I have one wicking bed that I plant out every year. I've been harvesting snow peas for a month. I picked a couple green tomatoes already, for fried green tomatoes. Picked some jalapenos already. I've got some red tomatoes coming. I've got cucumbers almost ready. Like the rain chain or the way the ice stuck to it. Yeah, it was amazing how it worked. Because some of the water would come down in the middle and some would come down the outside edge, come off and freeze. It was pretty cool. And this was just about at dark. And I used a flash on it. As you can see, a shadow back here. But I had to because it was so dark I couldn't get a good shot otherwise. Yeah. And there was some wind too, which helped, direct the water as it was freezing. So that was kind of interesting. It's called a rain chain. And when the water comes down it, when it's not freezing, it looks like foam coming down the chain. Because it every time it hits a ring, it adds air to the water, so it looks like a steady stream of foam coming down, which is really cool when it rains. I don't think I have a picture of that anywhere. Yeah, it's always fun. There we go. Got to pick the right scene. Let's see, we've got 8 minutes, so we're getting there. Let's see if I can find something else real quick. Keeps me from talking. I'm not much of a talker. I'm pretty much of an introvert, but I make myself get out there. Oh, let me see. Nothing there that I want to bring up. Like I said, it's so many files that I have. Well, here's I believe this is Houston. Nope, can't do it. It's a NIF file. Sorry. A NIF file is a native Nikon file. You have to convert it to JPEG or PNG, and those weren't converted. This is one I took down in Florida, actually. And I can't show you that one. That's an F file. Wow. I gotta get in there and convert those over. Because I can't show them on the screen because it doesn't recognize the NEF files. Yeah, well, there's several things that I'm passionate about, but the people get tired of hearing that after a while. Nope, nothing there. Jeez. Oh, here's I was telling everybody that HD has DM, which is degenerative myelopathy, where he's losing control of his back legs. Here's a video showing he's running and falling over. Let me get him over here first. See how he just falls down? because he doesn't have control. And I've got that harness on him so I can lift his butt to pick him up and put him in the vehicle because he can't jump in the vehicle anymore. He's only 9 years old. See how he walks kind of funny? Unfortunately, there's no cure for it. It's spinal disease.
Here. Come.
That's one of his favorite toys, an acorn. There's nothing else wrong with him. It's just that.
Here. Come. Here. Come here. Out.
No, I don't want to. So he's going to be getting a new chariot in the next week or two, which will let him run even faster. I'll probably end up picking it up a few times, but because he'll probably tip it over. But from the back hips forward, there's not a thing wrong with him. Except he does have an eye that's a little clouded over, which is typical for AKC dogs. All right, what do we got? We got a couple minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. All right, let's see what else I can find for a couple minutes. So I'm running out of things to talk about, which is okay. Some of the license plates I used to make, custom license plates, are like this one, but I don't have a full color printer right now. I'm saving up for one. So this is a full color digital print on vinyl, and you stick it on the license plate. And I design these in the computer and then print them out and stick them on the plates. I'm saving up for a new full color digital printer, but they're $5,000, so I'm about a fifth of the way there. And as you can see, if you look in the background, there's an H and a D that looks three-dimensional. And my bike is a 1988. So Evo was made from 1984 to 1999, which is a new generation from the panheads and knuckleheads and shovelheads. It's a new design. And all the really old school bikers say, see no Evo, hear no Evo, ride no Evo, which is a tagline I came up with that I put on plates. And I sold a whole lot of those. Let's see if I have one of those here. Yeah, here's one. Yeah, see the panheads, see no Evo, ride no Evo, and hear no Evo. Because you know the real old bikes sound like potato, 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 potato when they're idling. Well, the Evo doesn't quite sound that much. And then of course the new fuel injected bikes don't even sound like anything except maybe a Honda or a Suzuki. But so I do a lot of license plates. I do a lot of simple t-shirts right now. I do a lot of mouse pads, koozies. So I'll probably give some of those away also, with your logo on it, a simple logo, until I get the full color machine. Then I can put your picture on a koozie or a t-shirt. Once I get that, I'm saving like crazy. I've got tons of stuff on Marketplace I'm selling I don't need anymore, but I'm also buying stuff for the shuttle also. I've got to buy my batteries, and they're $950 a piece. I've got the money for those, and I've got the money for the alternator isolator, but I still need the converter, which is about 250 bucks. I mean the inverter, which is about 250 bucks. And that's about it. I'm trying to figure out and make some kind of contraption to hold the suitcase solar panels up, because they're foldable and they don't have brackets on them. I didn't buy the ones with brackets. I bought the ones that seem to have the best reviews. So I got to figure out something to hold them up because I'll be taking two. And both solar panels are on a 25-foot, 21-foot lead, so I can park the shuttle in the shade and put the solar panels out in the sun, which keeps the van a whole lot cooler. So if I put them on the roof, then I've got to park in the sun. Plus, if I put them on the roof, they're bigger and heavier, and I'd probably be overweight. And if I got into any accident and I was overweight, insurance company wouldn't cover me. So I've got to do it the right way. And here we are at 1 hour. Boy, that went quick, the last few minutes. So let me get over here. And appreciate everybody stopping in. Justin, do you have Daydream's link you could stick in here? And everybody click, it's in here. We've got 5 in here. Click on that link and go over to Daydream about nice things. And tell them it's a TAW raid. The American Wanderer, TAW. And we'll go over there. Do you have that, Justin? If you could put that up. If you don't, I can go get it. It's not a problem. It's over here somewhere. Well, I didn't make my duplicate here yet, so I've got to get, whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I'll be on here for another second or two while I get this link up if Justin can't find his. Let's see. And here's his link. Let's see if I can get back over here if Justin hasn't posted it. Alright, here we go. Here's Daydreaming About Nice Things. If you click on that link and go over there and say it's a TAW raid, and I'll meet you over there. Everybody, thanks for stopping in today. My schedule's Tuesday and Thursdays at 9, Wednesday at 2 and 7. All right, have a good one.